Okay.
All right, this is Songwriter Shop Talk number. I've lost track. I should do a better job, but let's just say that today is month 7, day 25, 2018. And this is a brand new Shop Talk, Songwriter Shop Talk. And today I have Ilasra Music. I don't know if that's the best way
Yes,
to
yes.
say. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain to me the
That's a
nickname.
difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult
That's
to
a
say. Uh,
Don't worry about it.
but yeah, well, first of all, let's start off with that question. Like, obviously, I know who you are. Obviously, you are one of the winners. You won the open mic maybe 2 3 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly. It's been a little while, but obviously you are known in the open mic community. But they can't hear us. Oh, interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry, because the recording is going on. So
Oh, don't worry.
I am going to, if this recording, this show.
Okay.
Uh, oh, the bot is not working. The bot is not working. So
Oh,
Serena, you can hear me
yeah.
on D Live, but you can't hear me inside the inside MSP waves. Is that what's going on? That might be it. Um, Pechi's gonna try to take care of it. So, all right. So, it always goes down like this. There's always technical difficulties, but we get through them. So let me start the
We are live.
conversation. Yeah, let me start the conversation by
Okay.
asking you, what is your
Mhm.
name? What is that nickname? What does it come from? Is that a nickname? Is that a name? What's your actual name, if you don't mind? And why did you pick something so difficult to say?
Okay, okay. Listen to this. It's a really fun story because, well, my real name, my real life name, is actually Guillermo Hernandez. I'm a singer from Venezuela. I am about 24 years old right now. I have my birthday on July 11, so I'm almost at party. And the name Ilasra, it's a fun story because any artist on the world have so many good histories where they took their names to make their music careers. My name was um, was an invention from a video game that I was playing when I was about like 14, 15 years old. That was really fun because I was playing a video game called on Angels Online, and I was defeating a boss who was called no, Azrael. Yeah, the boss was called Azrael, and I was beating him.
Okay.
And in a in that moment, I was beating them. So I wasn't through a bad story because one of my uncle died since about 1 week from me playing that video game, and that notice makes me feel really really sad. So I composed my first song called Adios, that in English would be goodbye, and was a song made for my uncle, for his death, of course. So I choose the name uh, Azrael on that time, but the name was really hard to say and was really ugly. So I took the name Azra. Really, I took the name Azra on that times, but for a problem with the common rights, I just modify the name and select Ilasra. So here I am, Ilasra. I'm
You
sorry for my English if I talk like a robot because I'm not so good at talking, but well.
No, you're doing just fine. Well, Azrael is Azrael the angel of death. Is that correct? I'm trying to
Mhm.
remember what Azrael is.
That's correct. That's correct.
Wow.
That's
So
the angel of death.
the angel of death. That's kind of cryptic, but kind of cool at the same time. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I love that
and it's
mythology, by the way. So I like that stuff. I used to play a game named Diablo, and I'm sure you know the name.
oh Diablo, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So
Okay,
oh
look
look,
like this.
audio is back.
This is so ironic. This is so ironic because my name is Ilasra.
Hmm.
That was a name the angel of death. It's always like music to be happy and music to be in love and music to be at party. So it's really ironic. The angel of death is really at party, is in love. So that's really weird.
Yeah, that is interesting. But I mean, I don't think any artist is one dimensional. Like I talk about that quite often with a lot of people because we I guess you could say we would all like to be free enough to express a whole spectrum of emotions. Like you don't want to just be saying, like put into a cubicle and say, okay, this is the type of music you're supposed to write, or this is the kind of songs you're supposed to sing about. All of us
Yeah,
want to
that's
be
right.
able to, yeah, like express the whole thing. And when it comes to like, I don't even know if this is the right word. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But when it comes to being very dark, and I say that as dark doesn't necessarily mean evil. Um, it just I find myself enjoying that exploration just because it's somewhat of a taboo. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about things that are not necessarily pretty, but they are a reality of my
Of
life or
course.
life, and I'm facing them. So I find value in exploring the whole thing. So when you talk about Angel of Death, it doesn't scare me. It doesn't make me go like, oh my god, what is this guy all about? I think that means you're in touch with mortality. You're in touch with other stuff, and I think that's awesome. I mean it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. That's really really awesome. That we as a musicians, as an artist, we can express our feelings with emotions. And you're right about the dark emotions. Uh, doesn't doesn't mean something evil, because we can make beautiful things talking about sadness, talking about anger. We can make beautiful songs about that theme. So it never be a bad thing or a evil thing. It always be so beautiful works. It will be beauty on the music.
oh, no doubt. I just every time I think about this because like I used to force myself not to go there, like not to write about dark stuff when I was younger, and then all of a sudden I just it's not that I didn't care. I just allowed myself to explore those things. But I kept on going back to the Simon and Garfunkel song. Like "Hello, darkness, my old friend." It's a very very dark song. Like people love it and
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh my god, such a beautiful ballad. It is a beautiful ballad, but listen to the lyrics. I mean, read it. It's not about I love you or anything like. It's about him dying. Like
Yeah,
him feeling.
that reminds me another song that sounds like, it's been a long way without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
What is
That's
that from?
a really beautiful. That's a really beautiful song. That's the final theme of Fast and Furious. And
Ah.
that song talks about a sad history, because you are not going to see anymore your best friend. You have to split from your best friend, so that hurts. But the song is really beautiful, so it's ironic.
Yeah, and I have to confess. I don't know if this is the case with you, but I can't write happy music. Like I can make something that
Yeah,
sounds happy, like maybe like
yeah,
it can
yeah,
be like reggae. I got a couple of songs that have reggae-ish. I don't do like you actually. I think your style is pretty much heavily influenced by reggae, but not me. But I have a
yeah.
couple of songs that have a little bit of reggae, um, and
Okay.
but it's a sad song. it's always a sad song.
That happens. But if you listen to my songs, and of course I translate the lyrics, so anyone can understand the context, even if they don't understand what I'm saying when I'm singing. But many of my songs sounds really really beautiful and really really happy, but the story behind the song is really sad.
Oh
That
yeah.
one example my last open mic entry. It is called Hola, so in English is hello,
Uh huh.
and it's the story that a girl that I met or that I saw in the subway, and I fell in love, so instantly in love, was a first sight love. But the girl never, uh, I never say hello to her because I was scared. I was a coward. So it's a sad story, but it sounds really happy. If you listen the song, it sounds really happy, but it's a sad story because I was a coward to say hello to that girl. So it's really really sad.
Hey, so tell me more about the song. This might be the first one we play. It's actually a very good song. But so is that where the story ends? Like, did you ever see her again, or no? That was it.
The story was that I never see her again, and actually I never see her again. So she she even she didn't even notice that I wrote a song for her. She don't know me and she don't know my music, but I made a song. So maybe in that time one day she listened to the song and say, oh, I made that musician fall in love with me, and I didn't know it. So it's really cool and really really weird. It's like I'm a stalker. I was a
You're
stalker
a
and that
stalker.
song was that was really creepy, but it's a happy song. So that's the matter. That's the important thing, that it was a really really beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song. You know what though? I'm gonna say something real quick before we play it, and we're gonna start with that one for sure because we've talked about it so much. Like I don't know
Okay.
what the numbers is. I don't know what the numbers is. But have you ever stopped to think how many songs have been written in the name of unrealized love, like things that don't happen? They have to be in the
Well,
thousands, right?
yeah,
Thousands.
yeah. I today I have the count of all my songs that I write. Every of my songs based on true life stories. None of my songs are fictitious, are fiction. None of my songs are fiction, or all of my songs are really, really a real life uh, story.
Event. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, event from a life.
I'm gonna pay more.
So
I'm gonna pay a lot more attention to the lyrics this time around. A lot more.
yeah, yeah. It's really amazing. It's really amazing because I transform the sad things to beautiful music. So it's really amazing. It's like the work that Jose Cabrera do. He is one of my inspirations in streaming because he made the music like I do. He make music based on sadness, on sad stories, and make beautiful and beautiful things, beautiful songs about sad things, about uh, crush loves, about I don't know, all of that things.
I agree with you,
And make beautiful
and
things.
he's so young and so talented. Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
are you around his age by any chance?
24
Twenty
years
four,
old.
but
I'm older.
but he's what, 18 or 17?
Yeah, he's 18. He's 18. 18.
18. That's crazy
Yeah,
because I mean to be that good of a songwriter at 18 years old, to me that's amazing. Like,
yeah.
if I
He
listened to
reminds
my
me. He
stuff
reminds
back in
me.
the day, like back when I was 18, I would be embarrassed.
He reminds me of myself because I started writing songs in when I was 50 years old. I started with the story that I tell you about my uncle, and from there I have written like 120 songs from that day to today. De ese día hasta acá.
Yeah.
I was reading so say I was reading so 100 songs. I don't know. I lose the count.
Oh, that's great, man. That's awesome. All right, let's play Ola. So for people to hear. So this one was part of the open mic competition. I have out of the songs that he shared with me today, two of them are going to be from the competition, and I believe the third one we might have a chance for a fourth. He might even do a live performance, which would be really awesome. But
Of
this one is
course.
the open mic competition, and this one's called Ola. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you, Azra. I'm gonna move you to the audience so you can listen in. Okay,
You can. Okay, okay. You can call me Ilas.
Ilas.
It's really easy. Yeah, yeah. Ilas.
All right, I'm gonna call you Ilas. That is easier. I
Okay,
remember
yeah.
that. All right, so this song is called Hola, which means hi in Spanish.
Yeah.
Steam It, Open Mic, Week 94. Here's Elastra Music con una canción original. Espero que les guste. Estoy atrapado en un dilema, quizás el más difícil de afrontar. Pues quién sabe si esto va o no va a funcionar. Ella es una de esas chicas tiernas que nunca te van a querer mostrar. Esos momentos de locura y rabia por los que ella suele pasar. Es que la miro y yo me pongo nervioso y siento como mi mano se pone fría y tiemblo, pero sé que yo podría enamorarla, solo haría falta que yo me acerque a ella y todo empiece con un hola. No quería que se fuera sola, pero no pude ni decirle hola. Nunca tuve el valor para decirle hola. Se ve hermosa para daño y sola, solo habría bastado con un hola. He sido un cobarde y perdedor, me tocará desear verla en otro vagón. Y en otro vagón me tocará verla, o en otra vida si de mí se acuerda. Voy a pedirle a todos los cometas que tenga este universo para que ella aparezca en mi habitación. Anhelo tenerla más allá de mi imaginación. Es que la miro y yo me pongo nervioso y siento como mi mano se pone fría y tiemblo, pero sé que yo podría enamorarla, solo haría falta que yo me acerque a ella y todo empiece con un hola. No quería que se fuera sola, pero no pude ni decirle hola. Nunca tuve el valor para decirle hola. Se ve hermosa para dar y sola, solo habría bastado con un hola. Sido un cobarde y perdedor, me tocará desear verla en otro vagón. No quería que se fuera sola, pero no pude ni decirle hola. Nunca tuve el valor para decirle hola. Se ve hermosa parada allí sola, solo habría bastado con un hola. He sido un cobarde y perdedor. Me tocará desear verla en otro vagón.
So that was awesome, right? And obviously, I'm gonna move him back in here first, so we can keep on talking about this. But in case you didn't know, Elias is playing everything, right? You basically just how do you make these videos? By the way, you set up the camera and you film yourself recording the tracks, and then you spend 3 days matching everything. How do you do it?
Well, that's a really fun process because I last about 2 days making all the posts, from the voices to the video to the editing to the mixing to the made of the post. So it's really fun because sometimes I grab my cell phone, and I put the camera, the front camera, uh, on a place on a table, and I film myself, and then I do the mixing. But sometimes my girlfriend, she record me too. She film me. So it depends of the week, or if my girlfriend is tired, or if I'm hurry, or anything like that.
So she can be the camera woman every now and then, but
Yeah,
she
yeah,
but what I'm concerned about, or I guess my main question, is the editing, because editing video is a lot of work, a lot of work,
yeah.
right?
And if you see the way that I edit the video, you say, man, this man is fucking crazy and fucking awesome. He's really awesome because I edit the videos using my ear, not using my eyes, because my laptop is not a very nice on performance. So I have to make the decision, synchronizing the videos with the sound by ear, not by eyes. Because when I play the video, while I'm editing, uh, I play the video, and the image, the video, it sees with lag. It sees really really bad. So I have to use my ear to synchronize all the stuff. So
Oh wow, that's
it's
great.
really, yeah, that's a really hard work. But I made that the work become more easily because I trust more in my ear than in my eyes. So
Well, I think that's reasonable for a musician, wouldn't you say?
yeah, because I'm not a really good producer on video, because I learned to produce, to edit my videos, because of Steam. Because
Oh
I never do a video thing. I never recorded myself on video singing, or made any stuff like that. I just record the song, and I brought a team that record the video and do all the mixing of the videos. But in this time, in this case, I had to learn to compete, obviously, in the Steam Open Mic. So it was a really hard work, but since week 89, that was my first multi-label videos. That was really really good. The instrument that I record first, and Capolo here is asking, the instrument that I record first always is the guitar, always the guitar, because
the
that's
guitar.
the
Yeah,
yeah, the guitar,
it's your
because that's
foundation.
the base, that's the base of my songs, the guitar.
You,
Then I record the bass, then I record the ukulele, then I record the last thing that I record is the percussion, or well, the hits that I that I do, the punch that I do to the guitar.
well, yeah, because you are mainly a guitar player, and then the other instruments you play as a complement, right? So you play percussion, but
Yeah,
it's not your thing. Now, are
yeah,
you?
but
Uh huh.
yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. I think, I guess that the best instrument that I play, that I know to play, is my voice. always it's my voice, because I love to sing. I love to sing more than that I love to play the guitar. I love to sing more than I love to write. I love singing. Really, I was born to sing.
Well, I relate to that. I love singing too. That was my first love in music. It was singing. I I found bass later in life, and then I fell in love with bass too. But when I was younger, all I wanted to do was sing, and my older brother, would be the one playing either piano or guitar. So I know what you mean. But
Yeah,
obviously, I have a thesis, and it's not really mine. It's like Anka one day pointed it out to me, and I think I agree with her. I think that singers that play instruments become better singers because it's almost as if
yeah,
you are able to connect the chords, like the movement of chords, the movement of notes, to some sort of. This makes very little sense to anybody who doesn't sing, but it's almost as if that movement connects to relative notes, so you tend to sing
yeah,
better
yeah,
because you know, oh, the movement is like two, like in my mind I think, oh, it's like two frets, like I'm going up two frets but with my voice, you know what I mean, or I'm going up
yeah,
a third with my voice but I'm thinking it in my bass, and that allows me to be more on pitch, and also
yeah,
like um, Petchy's saying also you get more rhythm control, and I agree 100%. I think, and this is something that sounds pretty crazy to some people. You you can actually become a better singer by playing percussions, and that sounds kind of crazy. I remember somebody telling me that years ago, like many years ago, and I was like, well, why? And it's like because the pronunciation of words, the way that you flow in and out of verses,
yeah,
is very connected to the way that you understand playing ahead of the beat, behind the beat, doing a triplet. Like that's how you do syllables. So if you are, I'm going to use this word, but just because I want to make sure that you understand me. If you're a square, like if you only think in 4/4 at all times and you can't think in any other metric, then you can't be creative with any kind of phrasing when you sing, and you get that from
yeah,
playing percussions. It's kind of funny how that works.
yeah, yeah. It's all mathematics. It's all math. It's really awesome because uh, outside from the music, I'm a scientist. I'm a scientist on computation. I have two certification like a programmer with Microsoft, and becoming scientist and then musician shows me the world in another perspective. The perspective that music is math. Music is always like math. It's really exact, but anyone can break the rules. Anyone can break the rules singing. Anyone can break the rules playing. That's because we are always at the square, like you're saying. We are always on a rhythm. We are always on a beat. So the beat is like the word in English. It said the heartbeat. We live for a heartbeat. So we always are in a beat, in a rhythm. So if you don't understand the rhythm, it's really difficult for you as a musician to sing or to create any any song or any rhythm or to play anything. If you don't understand the rhythm that you're going to play, you can't create music. So that's the reason, that the primordial reason, because that people or that person tells you about the rhythm, about if you learn how to play the drum, you're going to be a better singer. I think that if anyone knows, so I think that a singer have to know a little about piano or some harmonic instrument, but we need to know about bass line, we need to know about drum, we need to know about everything, because that's the heart of a song, that's the bass. So it's really difficult if you see it like that. I learned to see it like that because when I started in the music, I started with a feel, with the feeling. But when I grow up and I started to study the music as a science, the music is really complicated. It has some instructions, but the instructions are not so square because it's a little more flexible,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's the reason. That's the main reason because I love and I entirely love the this style of music. I lost the word, the jazz, of course, the jazz, because the jazz is the way that you make music, but you break the rules. You just improvise.
Oh,
You
you know
just
what's funny
improvise
about
everything,
that?
and
Yeah, they improvise everything. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to say, like, if you ever talk to a jazz musician, one of the things they say is like, learn all the rules and then don't follow any of them. Have you ever heard
yeah,
that
yeah,
saying?
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
But learn
yeah.
them all, like,
That's
and then
awesome.
don't follow any of them.
But that's logical too, because how do you break the rules if you don't know? If you don't know it, how do you break it? That's a really good thought. How are you going to break the rules if you don't understand it, if you don't know it? So you have to learn it, and then you have to break it. It's really fun.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I don't like to think too much of my of songwriting as a mathematical process, but I know exactly what you mean. However, I think that, and this is, I guess you could say my weird philosophy thought. I think that even mistakes have a place in music, and because they have a place in music, when you hear them as mistakes, they make you go, um, when they make you go like, oh, that sounds wrong. It might not be
Yeah,
because it's a mistake, but it's because it's out of context. I don't know if that makes any
yeah.
sense. It's almost as if imagine that you are having a conversation with somebody, right? Like just a regular conversation like we are right now, and all of a
Okay.
sudden we're talking about music, and then I say, yeah, but my cat has a missing toe. And you go like, what does that have to do with the conversation? Well, it's not that what I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
was wrong or inaccurate, but it was out of context. That's not where it went. And when I started to think of music like that, like different arrangements, or me being a bass player, thinking of like, yeah, that bass line is kind of weird. I it was I started to think of it like that context. It's weird because it's out of context. It's not that I can't break the rules, but the rules that I break have to be within context, and it's almost like a
Yeah.
philosophical concept, right? But we're talking about music, and that's what makes it abstract.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really fun, the thing that anyone thinks about. Okay, we're gonna do break the rules, but in that breaking there are rules too. because we have to follow a context, like you're saying. And the example, the very first example is the rhythm or the type of music that I want to create, because I'm starting a music project for my career to create or made a musical fusion,
yeah,
a mix from the pop music and the reggae music. That's a really weird. That's a really weird mix because they are two two different words. The pop music and the reggae music are too many different words, but I'm trying to mix them together and make the music that you're actually hear,
yeah,
because it's a project that isn't going to break the rules, because the reggae is always, when you think about reggae, you think on the beach, or you think in relax, or you think in Jamaica, you think on that stuff. And I don't want to make reggae like that. I want
oh
to make
yeah,
reggae because the reggae, it's a happy music. It's a happy type music. And then I studied the pop music because the pop music, it's a happy music. It's a really happy and energy music. So that's my type of music. It's a type of reggae, but it doesn't a Jamaican reggae. It's a reggae that it sounds really happy and it sounds really like a party. And actually, my project on my music career, it is called Reggae Party. It's the party of reggae because it's reggae to be happy on a party or to be happy on the beach, but it's not Jamaican. It's just a music to be happy, like the pop music, but it's reggae. So it's really difficult, but you can hear it. I'm better singing than explaining.
Well, why don't we play a second song? We since you're gonna do some live music, it might be prudent to play more before the first hour is over. So and you're talking
Okay.
reggae, so maybe we'll play the other reggae song. A mí me encanta. This is the one that won the number one position on an open mic. This song is amazing. It's actually it blew my mind that week. I gave you first place. I'm pretty sure I did. Um, I was really impressed. The when the voice kicked in, all the little voices in the background, and the falsetto. You have a really excellent control of your falsetto. I have to say, it's one of the best I've heard. And on this voice, you really showcase it. And
That's my killing blow.
that's your killing blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
That's my
falsetto is
secret technique.
yeah, your falsetto is superb. And then this song, like I said, you really show it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this song for people. This song is called "A mí me encanta." But can you tell me a little bit about the song before we play it, and then we'll go ahead and listen to it.
Okay, well, the story behind the song, the A mí me encanta song, it was a song written for a girl always.
Oh wait.
It was for a girl that I was trying to conquer. That I was trying to bring in my love, to showing my love that I was in love with her, but she was really angry with me. But she was really angry because the women sometimes are really difficult to impress and are really difficult to make in love. So I wrote this song for that girl because I love the
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 chase, la
the heart. See,
persecución.
I
The
was loving the
chase.
chase. I was loving the chase. I was loving the hard part of being with her. I was loving her attitude that makes me feel like a
Yeah,
challenge
yeah.
because I'm a gamer, so I like the challenge. I love the challenge. So that girl was the most difficult challenge of my life. So I had to write a song because that was really really hard. That was really really amazing, and that's how a mí me encanta burn.
Awesome. That's a great introduction. All right, so this
Yeah,
song it was for week 82, so it's been a little while, and it's called
yeah.
A mí me encanta.
Steam It Open Mic Week 82. Here's la Rap Music con una canción original. Suena más o menos así. Sippity nighty, yeah. Dime por qué apareces en línea y mi mensaje no lees. Casi siempre andas con prisa, ni a los ojos me ves. Dime si tienes o no tienes interés para dejar todo fluyendo de una vez, porque te aseguro que no te dirán esta vez. Dime si es que te gustan los juegos y me quieres retar, que sin importar los niveles los voy a superar. Dime si yo te gusto, llamo la atención. Hay un espacio para mí en tu corazón. Eres difícil como ninguna, pero ninguna como tú. A mí me encanta. Eres tan difícil, pero tu juego a mí me encanta. Tú me confundes, pero no niego que a mí me encanta. Hay una como tú, a mí me encanta. Yeah, yeah. Dame un segundo para decirte esto, no quiero ser molesto, pero un besito tuyo anhelo por supuesto. Y si me das un puesto, no voy a ser modesto al afirmar que hoy conmigo te vas de lo opuesto. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me encanta, eres tan difícil pero tu juego a mí me encanta. Tú me confundes pero no niego que a mí me encanta. Hay una como tú, a mí me encanta. Yeah.
And that is just excellent. It's an excellent song. Obviously, that week it was only the right thing to do for that to take first place because it was just special. It's a very special song, man.
Thank you so much. That was a really amazing notice. That was a really amazing because I was passing through dark times here on Venezuela because the situation here is really really bad. And a week, so a week after, sorry, a week before that open mic entry, I was robbed. So I lost my phone because I was robbed on the street, and well, I was really angry. I was really sad because I said myself, well, how do I going to record a new song, a new videos? How do I'll be working on Steamy because I lost my phone. So I was really sad. And when I saw the first judge that mentioned me on his top five, that was really amazing. The first judge was Patient Ground, I remember. I saw the top five and I was never mentioned on the post. So I always see the post from the judges because I like to hear the people that actually are playing, are participating on the Steamy Open Mic. I love the Steamy Open Mic community. So I saw the post, and when I was down scrolling, I saw my name in the first place, and I was like shocked, like okay, that open mic entry is mine. That open mic entry is mine. I'm on the first place of the Patient Ground top five. That is really amazing. And I remember that on that time Crystal have a problem to show her top five, and I was really scared because I don't know if I gonna make it. I don't know if the things were going good. I don't know if the song was really good, but when I saw the post from the winners from Lucifer, and I saw my name on the first plate, was amazing. Was amazing. Was just amazing. Even I felt so happy that with that 120 Steam that I won on that time, and the Steam was on $4. I made so much good things with that price because, like I said, the things in Venezuela are really, really bad. I was having some trouble with my family because my family was starving. And when I received that prize, I I buy some food to my family. I buy some food to my parents because, uh, well, it was a really difficult moment because we we're passing through a really really bad time and hard times. So I buy a new phone. That's the phone that I'm using right now to tell you this story. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. The open mic changed your life. So I support it a lot. I support the open mic community because from a Venezuelan, it can change the life. It can change the life from a Venezuelan boy. because you don't receive $500 in a day in Venezuela. That's a really high. That's a huge amount of money, and well, I love to support the people. I like to help the others, so I use many part of that money to help my family, to help my parents, to help my girlfriend even, because we're here. We were with no phone. We were with less and less food. We were almost starving. So well, that was the best news that I have on that time. That was really really amazing. Steam it have changed my life, and the open mic, oof, a lot. So I'm really glad and I'm really happy because of that. Yeah, long live to the open mic. That's right.
That's an amazing story, man. Very, very inspiring. Like I can't help but to get emotional because, and I've said for the longest time that there's nothing more beautiful than the feeling of gratitude, and nothing more empowering and healing. So when I hear things like that, when I hear somebody feeling so grateful for something that some people, and I'm not saying everybody, but some people take for granted. Some people think, oh, it's just whatever, and they don't see the lives that it has changed.
Yeah,
They don't see how it can make such a difference in somebody like yourself, a good human being, a talented human being that for whatever reason was born in a country that is struggling and is going through a rough time, and it's not your fault at all. There's nothing that you did, and
yeah,
that's kind of what keeps me motivated. You know, what makes me feel that what we are doing is special, because that's a kind of impact that we can have, and I include myself, that I could never have anywhere else. I couldn't have that impact in somebody's life for whatever 2 grains of salt I added to that,
well,
by working
look,
at an office or anything like that. You know what I mean?
listen to this. Listen to this. Even the the user done stuff. He's telling a really truth that there are people here in Venezuela that with a single post, with a post that have more than $5 of reward, we can eat like a week. Yeah, almost like a week. So that's really really amazing, the situation here. So I'm about to start a new project here on Steam. I don't know if you saw on week 94 that winner, the third winner was playing on, a ver, ¿cómo diría la palabra balcón? Balcón en inglés.
Balcony.
Yeah, okay. They were playing on the balcony, on a balcony from a person that I know really, because he made the publicity of my music career. So I made with him a project to bring more musicians from Venezuela to Steam. The project is called Wakamedia. Wakamedia because the name of our beautiful bird that we have here in Venezuela called guacamaya. We're gonna be like hunting some talent, some musicians here on Venezuela that are passing for a really bad situation here, and we're going to pay to them the creation of their accounts on Steam, so they can play and they can make the music that they feel that they love. And we're going to make the production, we're going to make the mixing, we're going to compose some songs to them to play on the Steam It Open Mic. And we're going to be hunting, we're going to change a little bit the music field here on Venezuela, the music industry. We're going to try. We're going to try to change the music industry, because here on Venezuela, the music is a business, and it's a really, really bad and really dark business. Because here, yeah, Serena, Guacamaya. Because here in Venezuela, the music is about money. It's not about talent. It's not about love. It's not about feeling. It's about money, and that's wrong. That's really wrong. I prefer the people that sing or the people that play instruments for love and not for money. So we're going to be hunting the talents that need a little push for their talents, and we're gonna be bringing them here on Steamy, and of course to the Steamy Open Mic community. So if you start to listen to Wakamedia, you know who we are.
That's awesome. That's an awesome initiative, and honestly, very very needed. I have to ask you something, and I just want to have this conversation to have it on the recording and hopefully to get some awareness out there because I think more people need to know about the situation in Venezuela, and more people need to whenever people are feeling down, I say this all the time because it's so true. Like you have to have perspective. You have to think of what it is for you in comparison to what it is for other people. Because if you concentrate
Yeah,
on your own reality and you don't see anything else and you lack the perspective, then it is so easy to stop being grateful for the things that you have. So
yeah.
that's the reason why I want to have this conversation a little more. Why I want to explore it. If what happens in Venezuela currently, right? Like as a musician, you get paid in Steam, and correct me if I'm wrong. If you were to convert that into bolivares, which is the currency down there, does
Yeah.
does that mean like basically if you leave it the bolivares in your home and you wait like a week, you can buy half the things you could have bought if you would have kept it in Steam? How is the inflation really affecting your purchasing power? Like you make some Steam
Okay.
here. Mm-hmm.
Just listen to this. Today, like about 1 p.m., I was at a club. I was at a club on a commercial center here in Venezuela called San Ignacio,
Mm-hmm.
and we were drinking some beers, and when we arrived at the club, the beer was about 2.4 millions of bolivares. About at about at 5 p.m., the same drink, the same beer was at 3 million bolivares the same day. So you can you can make your own thoughts about that, and just just listen to this. Here in Venezuela, the minimum salary is about 5 million of bolivares. The only thing that you can buy with 5 million bolivares is just
A beer.
like yeah, well, a beer and almost a half of another. So the Steam is actually at $1.5 less or more. Uh, and we here on Venezuela, the dollar is about 3.2, 3.5 bolivares, million of bolivares for every dollar. So here on Venezuela, one single dollar is 3.4 millions of bolivares. So you can imagine the crisis here, because if a normal person, I call normal person, the person that is winning a minimum salary, actually, it's winning 5 millions of bolivares in a month, because here the salary are month. How do you feed your family with 5 million of bolivares?
So
It's impossible.
that's like winning $2 basically, maybe more or
Yeah,
less.
that's winning $1.7, más o menos. Sí.
That's crazy.
$1.7 by
A
a
month.
month. So the salary here it's absurd. It's really awful. So in Steam, when you made a post and someone give you 3 or 4 SBD, Steam dollars, you're winning like about 12 million of bolivares with one single post. So here in Venezuela, Steam it's like heaven. It's like a miracle. It's like a paradise. when we started to grow here on Steamit, when we start to make life here on Steamit, we are really witness of how the life of the people here in Venezuela changed because of Steamit. Because the inflation is really awful. Even today, the president Nicolas Maduro, uh, modify the bolívares. Now the bolívares are called bolívares soberanos, and the bolívares soberanos are the same bolívares but with 5 zeros less, with 5 zero less. So if I have 3.2 millions of bolívares, now with the bolívares soberanos I have only 320. That's a really weird thing. That's a really weird thing. And that's the thing that here the people do to satisfy the economic. So that's really, really awful. And it's not a political thing because it's really a cultural thing. That's the way that the people here in Venezuela think. It's really bad, and it's really sad because here the some people have evolved into madness, have evolved, has changed because of the crisis here in Venezuela. And you can see it. You can see it here on Steamy too. Here on Steamy, some Venezuelans are making bad things like plagiarism, like I don't know, spamming to have votes because with one vote, with one single vote, we can do really good things. But my fight, my struggle here is because I want the Venezuelan here. I want to be the best representation of Venezuela. I want to look after the best representation of Venezuelans here on Steam because we are not the same people. We're not the same people that steals. We're not the same people that is a bad people. We're not the same people that is madness. We are good. We are nice peoples. Even we are really familiar, really familiar between us, and really familiar with other peoples, with other countries, with other situations. But sadly, obviously, the bad things that Venezuelans do around the world, that's the news that that coming into the paper, that coming into the internet. So that is really sad
Well,
because we have really amazing talents. Well, one little example.
mm-hmm.
Most of the winners, most of the best winners of the Steaming Open Mic are Venezuelans. So we fight every week to show the love that we have to our country, the love that we have to the talent, the love that we have to the music. And here in Venezuela are really good talent, really amazing people. But well, we're like behind the the that is scary and badly face that the other part of Venezuela shows around the world. So that is really sad.
Well, I don't honestly I don't think that most people see the situation in Venezuela and lack the empathy or lack the understanding. I can say my I can speak for myself, but I don't think I'm alone. That when I see somebody from Venezuela like spamming or trying to do shady stuff like that, I'm not justifying it in the sense that I go like, oh yeah, go ahead and do it. But it's not like I'm thinking it's greed. I'm thinking it's
Yeah,
desperation, and there's a difference, you know.
yeah. That's
Um,
right. That's disturbing. That's the thing that anyone do if we see our family starving, or as we see anyone is struggling with her life, with his life. We
exactly.
just most Venezuelans do that things that because of the crisis. That's right. And it's really sad because we want to fight that, but it's a cultural thing that is really hard to explain to the people because most Venezuelans see esteem it like a gold mine and think that here you don't have to do anything, just write everything and the people vote and the people will pay you. And no, that's not the things. You have to put some effort to brag, you have to put some effort to grow. But that in frustration, in the starving situation here in Venezuela, it's really difficult to many people to see that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You've said it perfectly. Now, I think honestly that as much because I we talk a lot. Like Clay and I, Clay's in the audience right now. He's a good friend. I don't know if you know Clay, but Clay and I talk a lot about the philosophy of cryptocurrencies and what a future might look like. Meaning that we basically take away the power from the governments to print as much money as they want, and in that sense,
Yeah,
control our lives, which is basically what has happened in Venezuela. Like the government just decided to print more and more bills to so that
yeah,
the president lives like a king and everybody else starves. So that's kind of what's happening down there. But at the same time, and I say this not because I am putting down the needs or not being sympathetic. No, it's the opposite. I think that the silver lining, like the good thing about this, is that Venezuela has is probably the best demonstration of the power of cryptocurrency. Because in a country like United States, doing cryptocurrency is optional. Like, and I'm saying that
yeah.
I'm being hyperbolic, but it's like, yeah, it's optional, right? In
No,
Venezuela, it's
that's
not.
correct.
You know what I mean? It's almost
That's
like,
correct. Mira, you just look this. I saw earlier a Stimian that four posts for every post that he made, he winning, his rewards are about 100, 120, 150 dollars for post. If a Venezuelan made that amount for post, man, this country will be different. This country will be different because we see any day, we see every day here the people that is fighting, that is making some work on Steemit. We see them here growing. We see them here growing like a normal place, like a normal country. But that's because of the cryptocurrency. That's because of Steam, and it's really hard to see because if you are winning so much, like I cannot complain with Steam because I receive a good rewards, not only for the Steam Open Mic, because I have the Curie support. I have other communities that supports my job, and that's really amazing. But I started from zero. I started from nothing. I started from nothing, and I was making the job. I was making a job that some Venezuelan people don't understand. It's really difficult. Even I started a project called Bohemians. That was a community made from Venezuelans, and to I was trying to negotiate some
mm-hmm,
delegations to help another Venezuelan people, because in Venezuela we don't need a whaleboat. We don't need a delegation of 1 million of steam power. We just need some delegation, like about a boat of one or two HBD, and that's awesome. Two HBD, two steam dollars for post is like a miracle for a Venezuelan. So that's my mission. That's my mission here on Steamy, to help another people, not only Venezuelans, to help every single person that want to make a music life here on Steamy. That's my mission. That's because I love to help people. And I think if I'm living good in this madness, why my brothers and sisters here on the country can't live like me? That's that's unfair. That's really unfair. So I want to fight for them. I want to fight for them to grow. I want to fight for them to 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 show the people, to show the world that in Venezuela we have so many talents, and we have so many people that just waiting for the opportunity, or just waiting for someone to give some support. And I want to be that support. I want to be that support. That's why I choose to be a whale, on Steemit. I want to be a music whale on Steemit, to help each other, to help another people that needs me, that needs some punch, that need a friendly hand to grow up here on Steemit. That's the
But
my primary mission.
I love it, man. I love it. I it's impossible to not hear you talk and not be inspired. I love it. I think you and I share a lot of the same. I guess you could call it calling. A lot of the same callings, because I feel the same way. I feel like I this is the best way I can describe it, because it's kind of difficult, and I think you're gonna relate. I'm very selfish. I think about me a lot, but the difference is that me is not just my body, but is all the people that I care about, because that's part of me. So when
That's
like
right. That's right.
so when my friends are doing good, when the people I love are doing good, when they're happy, when they're safe, I feel good, and I like to feel good. So it's like being through my selfishness, because I like to feel good. I'm being selfless in their eyes, and it's a different concept, right? Because some people they think about it like as I am pretending to be some Mother Teresa, like oh, you're giving because you're some sort of like sacrificing yourself, and I think you're the same. It's like, no, that's not it. I feel a sense of purpose. It makes me smile to be able to help people that are worthy of it, like people that deserve
That's right.
the I'm being selfish. I feel great, so
Uh,
it's like the same for you,
just
right?
yeah. So, just listen to this. Many people have tell me the same thing. Have tell me, hey, you just want to help because that helps you. And I say, man, I want to help people because I was starving, man. I know what is starve. I know what is being robbed here in Venezuela. I know what is to have people murdered, man. I fight with some people. Even in 2017, we have here a human crisis, really really bad. The National Guard, the military here, was shooting the people, was killing the people,
I
and
remember that.
killing kids. I was on front line. I'm almost got killed one day. I was struggling. Even I have a picture, but I can't find it right now because I'm on a cell phone. That's a picture of me with my cuatro, with my instrument, on the front line of a wave that we do one day with many musicians from all around here Venezuela, all around Venezuela and Caracas, that is my city. We were walking to have a peace message to the people, and the military almost shoot every people that have an instrument, a musical instrument on the street. That was like, man, why are you doing this for a government? You are really you kill people, you kill kids for a government. That's unfair. So I was struggling with my own life. I know what is have hungry. I know what is starve. I know what is that a brother that you are eating with a day, you never see him again because he was killed on the street. I lost many people in 2017. I lost many people not only because they was murdered, because um, they was kidnapped. They was kidnapped, and I never see them again, and that makes me really anger and makes me really sad. But I think that we don't have to have we don't need a revenge. We just need to build again this country because there are people, beautiful people here on the country, and we can fix this problem. We can fix this social madness, but we have to start from somewhere. I want to make my part. That's all. I don't want the fame. I don't want the money. I don't want everything. I just want to sing, and I want to change the world, to change all the world, not only my country. I want to change the world, entire world singing. I want to deliver my art, just to be a message, to be a messenger. I don't want the fame. I really, really don't want the fame, because if I wanted the fame, I didn't do what I do. Here in Venezuela, I have a music career since 7 years ago, and always the people says me, "Hey, why don't you record a reggaeton song, or why don't you record a trap, or why don't you record every, I don't know, any rhythm, any type of music that is
Popular.
popular?"
Yeah.
And I say, well, I don't want the fame, man. I just want to make music because music makes me happy. And here right now in my country, I can be happy. I can be happy because I can be happy for receive 30 Steam dollars, or I can be happy for winning the open mic and have 40 Steams. But and the other people, what happened with my family? Even with my family, that's the most closest people that I have. What's happened with my family? The Monday, just for making an example, this Monday that passed,
Mm-hmm.
since 2 days ago, one of my aunts died. One of my aunt died for a heart attack. She was delivered to a health center to be treated for that heart attack. She survived the heart attack, but like the money. O sea, ya, esto lo voy a decir en español un poquito porque aquí sí me confundo un poco.
I'll
El,
translate.
el
Don't worry.
dinero del seguro, ya,
The
el
insurance
dinero del
money.
seguro no alcanzó. El dinero
Yeah.
del seguro no alcanzó
The insurance money didn't cover the whole thing.
para que ella estuviera en el centro de salud y la sacaron. Le dijeron que tenía que irse.
So they kicked her out. They didn't let her stay because the insurance
Entonces,
wouldn't cover it.
después de que la sacaron,
So
mientras
after
la
they kicked
trasladaban
her out,
hacia el otro hospital,
they moved her to a different hospital,
ella murió en el trayecto. Murió
and
en camino hacia el otro hospital.
She died on the way to the other hospital. That is infuriating, man.
So
That is
that's
disgusting
really
and
unfair.
infuriating.
That's unfair because man, here in Venezuela, everything is about money. The health is money. If we don't have money, the doctors doesn't attend the patient. If we don't have money, we can't live. We can't survive here, and that's the most literal the most literal word that I'm going to pronounce right now. If we don't have money on Venezuela, we can't survive. Not only because of the starve, that's because of that's lack of life. That's lack of life because we can't we can buy medicines. We can go to the hospitals because if you don't have money, we're just kicking out to the street to die like I don't know, to die like a parasite, like a parasite on the street. The people doesn't matter your health. The people doesn't matter you. The people just matter your wallet. That's the only thing that matters here in Venezuela. That's why I want to fight against them. I want to fight, and I want to bring to many people as I can, not to make this rich. I just want to help the people. I just want the people to live, to survive here. Even if even I had 3 days ago, I had an spasm. I had so much stress, and I almost sería casi me desmayo.
I
Si
almost
lo puedes
passed out.
traducir.
Yeah, I almost
Yeah,
passed out.
I almost passed out. I almost passed out for the stress because I can't be happy. I can't be happy. I just fighting. Here in Venezuela, you don't live. You fight. Every day you fight. You fight because there's no light. You fight because there's no water. You fight because there's no money on the street. There's no cash. There's no cash. That's the thing more crazy about Venezuela is that uh, uh, you here need to use a transport, to use a normal people transport, and the transport is about I don't know, 10,000 bolívares, o sea, 10,000 bolívares, but you can't go to a bank and deliver 10,000 bolívares on cash because there's no cash. So what do? The people that is making the transport say to you, I can deliver you because you don't have cash. So many people struggling with their own jobs because they can't go to the jobs. They can reach to the workplace because there's no transport, because there's no cash. So that's a circle. That's a many things that makes the Venezuela living really crazy. That's the reason. That's the principal reason because I want to help the people, not for fame. I just want the people to live. I
Yeah,
even can't make the people happy because in Venezuela you can't be happy. You can't be happy. In Venezuela you just struggle and leave the country. That's the only way. Here right now, that's the only way to be happy. Just leave the country, and that's really sad because I love my country, man. I born this. I born here. I born on these lands, and why I have to leave my own safety, my own home for this, for people that actually doesn't mind what happened to you, for people that it's really rich and know that you're starving and doesn't matter, while them can deliver more and more money, can suck the money from the country. They don't mind. They don't mind. So the only solution for the people here is leave, and that's another way to help too.
help people
I
to help
just
people
want the
leave.
people. Yeah, I have to help people to live. Yeah, because the people that I love, the people that is struggling here, it makes me feel really sad and makes me feel really anger to can't can retrieve or can deliver the situation around the world here on the country. So I can show them what they are missing because here the people is thinking that that struggle for a bread that struggle for a bread is something normal and isn't normal. You go to a bakery and you ask for bread. You have to ask for bread on a bakery. That's that doesn't even sense. That doesn't make sense. And you actually have to ask if they have bread on a bakery. So that's awesome. That's awesome on a bad way. That's really, I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. That makes you feel really awful and really shame.
Let me ask you something, brother, because like I was saying, like I think that this is the silver lining here. Like the only good thing rescuable from the situation is the fact that you and people like you are engaging in a peaceful rebellion. By using cryptocurrency. So let me
Yeah,
ask you
that's correct.
something. What is the possibilities, or what are the possibilities of creating a system or helping create a system where you skip the government? And let me explain it like very detailed so that you understand exactly what I mean. What
Okay.
is the possibility of you not having to convert your Steam or your Steam dollars to bolivares so that you go to a bakery and they accept Steam dollars and you can buy things with Steam dollars so that you never have to be exposed to the inflation?
Well,
Like, do you think that's
just
possible?
just 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 listen to this. Yeah, in Venezuela, there's a people that in many commerce they accept Dash. They actually accept Dash. We are making like a Pero aquí me puedes traducir también. Estamos como llevando la palabra, o sea, estamos regando la palabra sobre Steam para eso mismo, para cambiar el sistema.
We are spreading the word about Steam to be able to change the system.
Exacto, o sea, nosotros estamos combatiendo eso y
We are
sí, es
fighting
posible.
it, and it is possible. And the reason why I'm asking you, I'm asking you that question is because I want to show you something, and I'm going to do it on air, and this is going to be a recording, and I hope that you walk away from today's conversation. And we've been talking about music, but you know, this experience, the one that you're going through right now, the craziness that you're going through right now is the fuel for the artist that you are. So it's relevant to the conversation in more ways than one.
Yeah,
By the
that's
way,
right.
another thing that I forgot to tell you, there's 5 SBD on your wallet right now, courtesy of me. That's because I want you to keep on doing what you're doing. I want you to keep on creating. And so those are yours to keep. But
Thank you so much.
you're more than welcome, brother. But what I wanted to tell you regarding this link, do you see the link I shared on chat right now?
Yeah.
Well, this right here is something that I think, honestly, people in Venezuela should be embracing. Should be embracing with open arms. What this allows you to do, this is basically a way for people to set up stores in Venezuela. Right?
Okay.
So you could, for example, you could sell your CDs if you wanted to on here. And you can set up a store for your music, and then you could create a little checkout, and then it would create a link with a QR code that they would scan with a phone, and then using Steam Connect, they could pay using SBDs. Now, what's awesome about this, and the reason why I wanted to bring it up, is that it is very simple to use, but the people that are behind the project, so the witness that is behind the project, is encouraging people to use it by creating an account that has 55,000 Steam power and upvoting all the content created about the transactions that are created using this particular platform. So what I'm trying to say is this. Imagine a situation, right, where you go and you tell the local bakery, I'm talking about you Ilas, you go into the bakery and you say, hey, I want to teach you how to receive Steam for your bread. And then you go there and you create posts and help them create posts about how the transactions are happening, and they can get rebates. So they'll get upvotes on their posts because they sold you bread using Steam. And you are going to get upvotes because you are going to post about how you use that thing to buy bread. And so both of you are in a winning situation. So it's almost like you are on top of the transaction. You're making more money just because you're using the system, and literally. And I'm gonna say this in Spanish because I want to make sure that you understand. Le estás clavando una puya al gobierno en la espalda because you jump them. You know what I mean? They can't.
Yeah, that's right.
They can't do anything to you. You're going from SBD to SBD. The only time that people would have to convert to bolivares is to pay taxes, and even that is something that I would not do in freaking Venezuela. They couldn't go F themselves. But my point is,
that's right.
So here's my proposal to you, because you are a dreamer, and I think that's awesome. You're somebody that has the hunger, and that's the thing you require in life. In order for you to do changes, to change something, you have to be hungry. It can't be like, oh, you know what, it would be great. No, you have to be like, that's what I'm gonna do, and you freaking slap yourself. Like it has to be you have to hunger it. So if you decide to do this, you could be one of the ambassadors of this, and it could be something that not only could be great for you, which would be awesome. It could be a blessing for other people, which would be even better. To respond to Rondon. Rondon's asking me if that's a Codex wallet. No, it's not a Codex wallet. It's a different app, but you could use the Codex wallet with it, even though it's all running on Steam. And I was trying to get Codex to get more involved with this guy, but Codex did his own thing. But this, to me, here's the way I see it. Today we talk a lot about the possibilities of cryptocurrencies, not only for the music industry, which is basically one of the main focuses of yours and mine, but in the world. How we can all of a sudden take back that power from the governments, right? Now, like I was telling you earlier, today, here, right now, we're too comfortable. In the United States, we're too comfortable. We can still rely on the broken system to keep us afloat. But in Venezuela, you are out of choices. It is the perfect place for the rebellion to start, for the application of cryptocurrencies to take, because it's already happening. You see what I mean? It's not a, oh, you know what I would, it's already happening. I know that smart cash is also used in Venezuela, and like there's a couple of stores out there taking smart cash, and I think that's amazing. So here's the deal. You told me a little bit earlier that you want Steam, you want to become a Steam whale, that you want to be somebody that through Steam can bless other people. Well, if we start doing this, hey Cardoso, how you doing, brother? If we start doing this, if all of a sudden Venezuela is the first place to embrace Steam, SBD, as a currency of transaction, so people buying and selling products and services on SBD, we would be and I'm not being hyperbolic. We would be changing the world, because all of a sudden, for the naysayers, the people that say no, it's not. We're like 20 years away from that. No, we're like, no, it's happening now. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
It's happening right now. So I would say, if I was you, because I know Cardoso is also from Venezuela, I would be grabbing something like this by the horns, like a bull. El toro por los cuernos. And be like, okay, how I am going to take over.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Even the next weekend, I'm going to have a meetup with so many talent here in Venezuela, and we're gonna make some talking about this team. The hotel where we are going to stay that weekend, we made that hotel, and I'm going to make a post about that. We made that hotel create a Steemit account to receive HBD and Steam, like the payment for the hotel, for the food, for everything. So I'm glad that you say that to me, because yeah, we are making that. I'm really an ambassador. I'm like selling this product, like selling Herbalife. I'm like that one that is selling Herbalife. So I'm selling Steemit. I'm selling the Steam blockchain to the people. I'm trying to make the people learn about cryptocurrency, and not only to make life on Steemit. I just want them to know the paradigm where we are right now, the things that are going through right now, as you say, because the people think that the cryptocurrency here in Venezuela, it's impossible. No, it's impossible. We can see it every day with the people that make live here on Steemit. We can do many things with just a couple of SBD, a couple of Steam. So we are making live. We are making life here with cryptocurrency. So I will be honored to be an ambassador to that steampay.co project, to that app, to pay on the Steam blockchain. And I only have one question, that in that link, to use that, you need an Steam account, or you just make the transactions with the Steam, and never mind if you have a Steam account or no?
No, the way it would work would be, let's say the hotel is called Margarita Hotel, okay? You would create an account for Margarita Hotel, and then you would link the Steam Payco, create a username there, link the Margarita Hotel to that Steam Payco, and then they could create their own menu, like their own items. They could say, okay, one night for this room, one night, and all this stuff, and then once people pay, it goes right into the Margarita Hotel. And it you know Steam Connect, right? You're familiar with Steam Connect.
Yeah. Of course.
So all that it does, when it's all said and done, it creates a receipt that they can print, right? But the receipt has a QR code, the ones that you scan with the phone, and
Yeah.
then when you scan it, it gives you that link to go to the Scene Connect with the transaction. So
Okay.
it's actually so simple to use. It almost angers me that I didn't think about it. And and in truth, what you're trying to do is so aligned with what that already does that you would only have to take the time to teach people the basics of how to use it, and it would be working from day one. Like from day one, they could do. It's not like, oh my god, let me set up the servers, let me teach you how to do the wallet. No, it's so easy. It would take a day for them to be able to incorporate it. And the like I'm telling you, the best thing about this is that you, right, could be one of the ambassadors. You take pictures of when you're doing this. You take pictures of when you're training people. You take pictures of the first transaction, and every single time you do, Steam Pay Co is going to give you upvotes for promoting that application. So you are being basically paid to help people. And that is an awesome idea. You're being paid, you're being compensated for bringing people the change that is gonna improve their lives. I think that's mind blowing.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, and I feel really, really happy for this because this is the moment. This is the thing that I was dreaming with. So that's the really meaning of the word that the coincidence doesn't exist. This needed to happen. This needed to happen. I was I don't know. I was destiny. That was destiny. That was destiny. I was destined to learn about this. I was destined to hear this, and that's the things that happens when you feel, when you dream about something, and you dream really, really hard, and you fight every day to have that dream accomplished. So I will be honored, like I say, I will be honored to do that. And never mind the reward. I just want the people to evolve. And as you said, I just want the people to be free, to be free of these chains, to be free to make their own decisions, and doesn't have to ask for permission indirectly for the government. So I will be honored and I will be glad to do that. And yeah, I'm gonna start with that hotel. We're gonna start with that hotel. I'm gonna make the talk about this app. If I can start these days, these couple of days, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to make that. I'm going to teach the people to use this. I'm going to teach the people that there's another way. There's another way that we can actually live. That we can actually survive here with other tools. So I like it. I like it. I love it.
It's awesome, brother. And I'll tell you now. Obviously, this goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. If you need help, if we need to get on an audio chat to talk to the hotel owners, to talk to whoever you want to, and I'm here for you. We'll
Thank
talk
you.
to
Thank you
them.
so
I'll
much.
explain the whole thing. Make them feel, because they might feel like, oh, what is this? They don't understand it. If you think I can be of help, I want to be of help, and get me involved. I'll be more than happy to help you.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, yeah. I'll be advising you because yeah, we're gonna need the all the help that we can. We're gonna need some help to deliver this message to make this change. So yeah, you can count on that.
Awesome, my brother. Hey, listen,
Thank.
we are supposed to be a music show, but I told you that there's no plan on this show, and we went where we went, and that's fine because we right now we have, at least I do, and I'm sure some of the people in the audience too. I have a whole picture of the person that you are. Like now I know you're a dreamer. Now I know that you're a fighter. Now I know that you're a survivor. So with that context, I listen to your music in a different way, and I freaking love that. And I think that everybody that is here can appreciate the experience, the conversation that you and I have been having, because it is magical, and I don't mean that to in a I'm not trying to exaggerate. I think it's magical. I think it's life changing. I think it's one of those perspectives that we lack sometimes, especially when we are feeling down. So, I'm really happy, and Anka saying, Meno comes with graphics. I'm going to assume that she's offering to help too. I am going to assume that's what she means. But Anka's a really good graphic designer, so maybe that's what she means. I'm not sure. I'll wait for clarification. But we're here, man. I honestly, like, one of the missions of Helpy is to be that agent of change, to be there for people when they need it, and especially when the mission is the right kind of mission. So I'm glad you're also part of Helpy. That makes me smile, and getting to know you like this is pretty awesome, pretty mind blowing.
That's because of the best hunting of Helpy. The best Helpy's hunter, the lady Serena.
Yeah,
Serena is just awesome.
Yeah, she is the best.
I love Serena. Really, I really.
Impossible not to. But listen, brother, I want to play a couple more songs, and I do want to hear you play a song live. So, do you want to do a song live right now, and then we'll play the Mi Juego to close the night? We still got 20 minutes or so left, and I don't want to not play at least a couple more songs. What do you feel? Do you want to do a song live, or do you want me to play Mi Juego? Uh-oh. We may have lost Ilas. We may have lost him. Can you hear me, brother? Alright, so we lost him. I am going to wait for him to reply. But meanwhile, while I wait, hopefully it's just a little glitch. If you guys can hear me, everybody can hear me now, right? Can somebody confirm on chat that I am being heard? And I'm going to go ahead and play the song while I wait for Ilas to come back, because I don't know what happened with his connection. So this song is called Mi Juego, which means my game. I have no idea what the song is about. He is not here currently. His microphone has died, or his connection has died, but it doesn't matter. We can listen to some jams and go from there. So this song is called Mi Juego, and hopefully by the time it's over, he'll be back.
Welcome to the reggae party, man. Ilasa. Prima de City, Dakar. 2016. Esto dice así. Música maestra. Se dice que el amor no duele cuando no se quiere a nadie. Por eso prefiero una compañía si no sea estable. A veces evitar los sentimientos es lo más recomendable. A veces es lo mejor. Soy un loco sin sentido que no quiere más amor. El poeta es vencido siempre por el seductor. El amor hoy es un juego donde no gana el mejor, sino el que inspira a la villana por darte peor. Si tú le llamas amor, no vengas a quejarte luego, porque estás jugando mi juego y en mi terreno mando yo, que mando yo. Si tú le llamas amor, no vengas a quejarte luego, porque estás jugando mi juego. Te apuesto que yo en esto seré el ganador. Te apuesto que yo seré el ganador. La conocí en una placita, my queena, y no olvidaría esa espaldita divina. Quería amor y le ofrecí un buen día a mi china, porque el amor conmigo no compagina. Soy un loco sin sentido que no quiere más amor. El poeta es vencido siempre por el seductor. El amor hoy es un juego donde no gana el mejor, sino el que inspira a la villana por darte peor. Si tú le llamas amor, no vengas a quejarte luego, porque estás jugando mi juego y en mi terreno mando yo, que mando yo. Si tú le llamas amor, no vengas a quejarte luego, porque estás jugando mi juego. Te apuesto que yo en esto seré el ganador. Te apuesto que yo seré el ganador.
Well, that was an amazing track. I have to say, I'm really impressed with the production. I had no idea that I need to ask you a bunch of questions now because that's pretty crazy. Like, are you gonna tell me you mixed the song yourself?
Well, what you say?
Did you mix the song yourself, or did you go to a studio?
No. I do the mixing. I'm a music producer.
That is awesome, man. I don't know, Pechi, if he is Pechi still around? No, Pechi is gone. I was gonna ask him because I think the quality of the recording is excellent and the production is excellent and the mix is really, really freaking good. Like I wouldn't change anything about it. And so now, just so that I feel bad, what are you using to mix this on? Like, are you using if you tell me your laptop and some headphones, I'm gonna be upset with myself.
No. I use my laptop and I use my studio headphones. I have an AKG headphones, and I have ya, el nombre se me fue. Una interfaz, exacto, an interface, a musical interface. I have an ME audio, and so I made this with an ME audio, with my laptop, and with Cubase 5, and obviously FL Studio 12.
Well, that goes to show that there's a saying in Spanish. I'm gonna say it in Spanish first, and I'm gonna try to translate it. In Spanish, it's called "es el indio, no la flecha," and what so what that translates to would be it's basically the hunter and not the weapon.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the best way I can translate it, and this proves it because here we have in America, right? I'm making fun of us, the Americans. We have all these possibilities, right? And you have a lot of people, and I'm saying quite a few of them are my customers that buy all this gear, right? They buy all this crazy microphones and crazy interfaces and crazy recording setups with $5,000 monitors, and they don't sound nowhere near as good as that mix. So I find it to be quite hilarious. Oh yeah, because it's not America, it's Marca. You go Marca. But you know what, Rock Chick Jen, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me on this one, but the first time I heard the Marca thing was from Barack. It was like, here in Marca. It was never America, it was Marca.
Marca.
Oh yeah, you can't translate it literally, Cope. You can't. Cope, by the way, you see him on chat. He's Australian, but I think his family on one side is Argentinian, if I'm not mistaken. So he knows some Spanish, some.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. But you have right. You have right to talk about that people that spend so money on all that stuff. That okay, the stuff, the producing stuff are really necessary, but if you don't understand the tools that you're using, it's like having it's like having a crossbow, and they tell you, okay, shoot shoot it right there, and you have that crossbow, and you have a crossbow that I don't know, it's about $2,000 $3,000, but then it comes a kid, and the kid throw a little I don't know, a little rock with ¿cómo se diría? ¿Cómo se diría una onda en inglés? O
Onda.
como le dicen tirachinas, como una tirachinas,
Oh,
esa.
slingshot. It took it
Ah,
took
okay.
it took me a second because I that's not how I call it. I oh, Betchy's not here. I'm trying to. I don't even remember what we call that, but it's slingshot. That's what you're trying to say.
Slingshot, the slingshot. That's right. So you have the crossbow, the really expensive crossbow, and you can shoot the arrow because you don't know how to use it. But then there's a kid that he throw the rock like a professional with the slingshot. So you say, yeah, we can make music sound professional with less, because you just need to understand how the music production works. That's all. You just need to know how the music is made. Even I can tell you something about me. I'm not as good as musician as I can be or as I want to be. I right now in this moment I don't know how to read and write music just in partiture. I don't know. I'm just a totally novice a totally novice on that thing to read and write music. I just hear the music on my mind, and I sing the music that that I wrote, that I compose. The music that I compose, it just sounds on my head, and I try to make it real, to deliver to the world, to the real world. So obviously I had to train myself really hard to know how to use all these things and how to make this quality, because I don't know how to make music like a professional. But I try to do the best work that I can with all the few things that we have, because here in Venezuela we can't spend some money on all the stuff. Even you can see it on my videos that my microphone, it's a little broken. So I had to tie it up. I had to tie it up on the, well, let me show you this. Just see this. I'm going to show you how's my ¿cómo se diría paral en inglés?
My stand.
Yeah, I'm going to show you my stand, and I'm going to show you my microphone. These
Okay.
are my things, just to see how I made this special thing. Just look this. This is how my stand looks.
Are you putting
Let
a
me,
picture on chat?
yeah.
Okay.
This is how my stand looks, and this is how my microphone looks, because it's really damaged. It's less broken. It's a little broken because, well, anyone had accidents, no? So, but with this, I made all the work that I can do.
So
Yeah,
you have it all
like
with
Caminardi
rope,
say.
rope and tape, the whole thing.
Yeah, rope and tape. And like Caminardi say, unless I have one. That's right. Because here in Venezuela, to have this, it's like, oh, these men have money. And no, I buy this microphone. I buy this microphone. I buy this stand since 5 years ago. Yeah. In this day, I can afford. I can spend money to buy again the things. That's the reason, because I don't replace them. I try to fix them in every way that I can, because it's really difficult. It's really difficult. But well, when you have so much love for the music, and you have so much love for your talent and for your passion, you just make everything works. You just make music with a single string guitar. You make music with, I don't know, with a chair. You make music
It's
with
true though.
all
I
the
know.
things
I know
that
you're being funny, but you're also being truthful.
yeah, the music just appear on your mind. That's the way I made my music. The music just appear on my mind. The music just sounds on my mind and just say, okay, how can I deliver the music that I'm hearing inside my head to the real world, to the real world. That's the reason, because in some entries, in some open mic entries, I made the sound of a trumpet. I made the trumpet with my voice because I don't know how to play trumpet, but I know to sing and I know to make my voice sound like a trumpet. So why I can put a trumpet on my music, on my song. That's really fun. That's
Uh,
the fun fact about.
that's awesome. I need. What is this? One of the? No, it's not one of the ones you sent me because I don't remember listening to a trumpet. But listen, we only got 10 minutes left, and I thought you were gonna do a live song. Are you still up for doing a live song before the night is over?
Of course, of course.
All right.
You
If you
can. Well, I'm going to sing a song that you like it so much. I really loved your review about my song on that week. The song is called Mia. That's
okay,
my song. That's I was at Open Mic 92, I guess. I think that it was Mia, Open Mic 92. Yeah, Open Mic 92. And well, that that song is really interesting because it is not a song. It is not a real song because it doesn't have. It's only one. ¿Cómo se diría? Estrofa en inglés.
verse.
Yeah, it's just one verse. It's just one verse. It doesn't have a choir, a pre-choir. No. It's just one verse. And well, it sounds like this. Let's see how it sounds. Oh, 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 oh. Un, dos, un, dos, un, dos. Oh, 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 oh. Un, dos, tres, cuatro veces tuve que probarte para darme cuenta y sentir que no estaba soñando y que el paladar estaban saboreando una escultura totalmente definida como arte. Quise mirarte mientras arrancabas esa blusa de tu pecho de manera tan sutil, pero no pude mirar más de 2 segundos mi musa, pues si miraba 3, te juro ya no iba a vivir. Salí con vida de esa habitación por suerte o magia. Caminas de todo mi ser con la piel tan fría y descalza. Y mi calefacción era tu piel que me dormía. Tus dedos a mi desvestían. Ya no quedaba más nada que una noche donde te venías, amor. Y todo era una ironía, pues mientras muchos te perdían. Mi sueño se hacía realidad tan solo con llamarte simplemente mía. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, mi calefacción era tu piel que me dormía, tus dedos a mi desvestían. Ya no quedaba más nada que una noche donde te venías, amor. Todo era una ironía, pues mientras muchos te perdían, mi sueño se hacía realidad tan solo con llamarte simplemente mía.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a
yeah.
that is a great song. I remember that song. But you know, it's funny you say it's not a complete song. It's a great freaking song. It's super catchy. It's really beautiful. And I kind of like it broken down like this. I have to admit, like just guitar and voice. I really like it. Really like it.
Thank you so much.
Let me ask you something regarding your songwriting. Are you like We got only 5 minutes left, and I do want you to say like your piece. I want you to say you're a very inspiring guy, so I want you to say your piece. I want you to say what you hope to do, what you hope to achieve, and inspire some other people that might be listening. And if you want to throw in some Spanish in there, go for it. Because honestly, I want for your brothers from Venezuela to listen to this recording at some point in time and feel like they can
Yeah.
also be part of the change. But let me before I
Yeah.
let you do that, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Are you the type of songwriter that has to really struggle to write, or does it just come out? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's really hard to say because sometimes the music just appear on my mind. Sometimes I need to pass through a struggling or a bad thing or a beautiful thing or an amazing thing, and I just translate that feeling into the paper. I just translate what I'm feeling, the sound of my own feelings. I just translate to my music. That's the real muse on my life. All the histories that are around me, not only my own stories. I have reading some music, some songs about another people's stories, about the people that I love stories, about my family stories, about, I don't know, the about your story, Meno. I can write a song about every story that is happening around me because we are all energy. We are energy flowing on this world. So we connect each other with energy. So when that energy surrounds me, I just feel inspired to make music, inspired to create. So, well, if I can send a message from here with these last 4 minutes, I can say that we just need love. The world is ending because of lack of love. That's the principal message that I wrote on my song, that I put on my songs. I want the people to believe again in love because the love is the best fuel of our lives. The love is the best muse of our lives. The love is the best energy, and the hugs, of course. The love is the message. I want to be the messenger. I just want to deliver a message, and the message is believe in love. The love, the love is the thing that is going to save us all. So, in Spanish, it sounds like this. Para despedirme, el mensaje que quiero darle a todas las personas que me están escuchando en este momento es que quiero que crean otra vez en el amor, porque el amor es lo que mueve el mundo, el amor es el mejor combustible de nosotros, el amor es lo que conecta a todas las personas y verdaderamente necesitamos amor para poder recuperar nuestro hogar, nuestro planeta, necesitamos volver a creer en el amor. Y eso es lo que yo quiero, ser el mensajero, llevar ese mensaje. No me importa mucho la fama, no me importa mucho el dinero, me importa es llevar el mensaje, deliver the message. I don't want the fame, I don't want the money, I just want that the love message goes through everything and we just feel and we just believe again in love. And really, I feel really grateful with you, Meno, with all the people that is here, with the Paul server. I feel really honored. I feel really glad, and I feel really happy for this. And I hope that I can be a help to you, like you are helping me today. Really, I just want to be part of of all these things. I just want to be part to these amazing projects. I just want to be part of this love. That's all.
well, that might be one of the best goodbyes and the best closings for the show ever. That was awesome, brother. It's been an awesome conversation, an awesome show. And even though it's just been a few of us here, I hope this message resonates to thousands of people one day, because that's what this whole thing is all about. Thank you to everybody that showed up. to the Songwriter Shop Talk. Thank you, Ilas, for coming. I thank you, Serena, for getting him interested in coming to the show. And I am grateful to life, really, for the opportunity to have this conversation, to be here in like a ground zero, I guess, of change. I'm gonna call it ground zero. And
Thank you so much.
yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you. I'm really grateful. I'm looking forward to the things that are to come and the things that we're gonna build together. Any case,
Yeah.
good night, guys. This is Meno, and you've been listening to Ilas Ra Music on Steemit, and we are signing out.
Thank you so much. Goodbye and blessings.